morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever day it is, whatever month it is, whatever. Now, I'm going to try to pick my words carefully, but I'm going to say what I have to say. And this is not an order. This is me expressing myself as to what should happen. Okay. With everything that's already taken place in America, in Black history here in America, there's nothing for us to talk about. Rest in peace to Mr. Mays. I've debated my whole life as to what to do, how to do it. Even the fact that I grew up poor, man, for real. So even put my mind to something wasn't enough. But I did it anyway. I've thought about the suffering of myself, my family, Black people, since around 5 years old. And that's to include all three, because I was already thinking about my family suffering and my own suffering at the age of 3. So, but there's nothing to talk about. Okay? There's nothing to talk about. We didn't say all that we can say. We didn't say it more than what we should have to say. We didn't, in the literal sense of the word, turn the other cheek. We didn't coward. We didn't back down. We didn't shot ourselves in the foot. We didn't literally seen our own being taken out with our own eyes. Own eyes are standing right there. A mob of Black people. Mob. 3-4 officers. A mob of Black people. And they are doing all they can to try to extinguish the life of another Black person that's innocent. And even if they aren't innocent, their due process, right? They deserve a trial, right? There's nothing to talk about. I've been realistic my whole life. I've been real my entire life. My entire life. I'm not going to be like other people and tell you, I don't know what's wrong with other Black people and this, that, and the third. I know what's wrong with y'all. I know what's wrong with y'all. The issue is there is a significant portion of us that you can't take a stand. You can't stand up. Not honorably. Not truthfully. Because you are guilty of committing heinous crimes upon people in this world. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Black people right here in America. I'm not here to pretend. And I can, on my soul, certain things never happened to me. Certain things ain't happened to me. I've been, man, I wasn't the kid to try. I was not the kid to try. Ask anybody. I wasn't the kid to try. Okay? But y'all done went out there, a significant portion of you. You preyed on your own niece, your own nephew, your own daughter, your own son, your own godson, your own goddaughter, your own relative, your own flesh and blood. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. When you cross that, when you really step over and you cross that line, you know what I'm talking about. A significant amount of us have done so. You know, it's a shame where you come from a place and you can literally look back in your own mind and you vividly remember that almost 100%, over 90%, almost 100% of all the women that I've ever romantically dealt with has been abused. Been abused. I'm black, so ain't no question as to the race that I'm talking about. I'm not out here to spread what anybody's going to try to proclaim. Oh, he's trying to spread hate. Nah. Every other person that is not a good black person, that's what y'all doing. I don't care if you're a supposed good person of another race. Why? This issue of reparations, these issues of ownership of America, these issues of righting the wrongs and correcting history. History is full of lies. I'm not going to tell you to go out there and read. I ain't going to tell you to go out there and read it. Go out there. You'll be reading forever. You'll be reading forever. Forever. Okay? I ain't going to tell you, go do that. Open your eyes. Do that. That's what I am going to open your eyes. My eyes been open my whole life. I didn't have to go out there and be a scholar. I didn't have to go out there and go to the library and read 1,000 books 6 months. Every 6 months for 10 years. I didn't have to do that. I had my eyes open. I had my mind open. I had my ears open. All right? You didn't have to do that. The reason why there's so much division in the black community is because there's so many of y'all that are predators. I'm calling all of y'all out. All of you. All of you. Period. Period. My grandmother, rest her soul, name is on a multi-million mega church, a multi-conglomerate. Man, I come from a religious background. I denounced religion as a little boy. A little boy. Around the age of 4 to 6. From 4 to 6. Somewhere either 4, 5, or 6. Because I wasn't like everybody else. I was going through what other people have gone through, but I didn't see it like they see it because I'm not them. I'm different. I was able to assess my own life as a little boy and say, why am I being treated like this? Why is my relatives being treated like this? Why is my people being treated like this? I once dropped a video on YouTube, and it was a spur of the moment. None of this stuff be playing. It just come to me, and I said I'm gonna tell my story. And I still plan to at some point, but There's nothing more important to me personally than the black community. There's nothing more important in the entire world. Not the civilization that's far more advanced than us living in the ocean. Not beings coming from parts of space and coming. No, the black community. What's going on here matters more to me than anything else in the world. I don't care for the if you had to pick one, I wouldn't care about nothing else. If I had one choice, one pick, I wouldn't care about nothing else. That would be my pick. I'm not going to pretend, so I'm going to tell y'all, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Black deacons, black pastors, black ministers, black this, black that, black, all in the church, praying on people, kids to the elderly. And it's been going on far too long. Nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. You're religious and follow Christianity in the first place because of slavery. I tell every black person that, period. You don't even understand why you follow this supposed religion you claim is real. And a God that you proclaim is real. I have to try to phase that type of stuff out. I try to phase that out. Completely. I don't believe in stories that are made up. 100%. I don't believe in that. Why would I? All people are different. So for anybody who want to say this, that, all people are different. My level of perception is through the roof. Because it was already high as a kid and I didn't do nothing but tune into it. I ain't do nothing but refine it. It's a lie. You don't have to agree. That's why we call people the lost. That's why we call them cattle, sheep. It's not just about you not being able to go your own way, like following the status quo. It's because you can't think for yourself. You can't live for yourself. I'm not here to be friends. I'm not here to be mean. I'm not here to be nice. I'm not here to be understanding. I'm not here to be compassionate. I'm already all of that in the first place. All of it. Mean, nice, I'm all of that in the first place. I come from the greatest people walking this planet. Period. I come from the greatest people walking this planet. And I've stayed true to what it means to be a black man and to be a good black man. So, from me to you, whoever you are, be real. Stop pretending. See, I could tell y'all to do a whole bunch of stuff that I've already done. I've had real conversations with my fam. I've checked family members. I've done this. I've done all kinds of stuff. Nobody gets over on me. No. You see, when I heard stories about people being utilized by their family members, and I'm only having a conversation with you because I'm a kid that's leaving school on my way home, and you're homeless, and our paths cross. Too many stories. Being preyed on sexually. Too many stories. Introduced to heavy narcotics. Too much. There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff. And we're not going to keep sitting here pretending like we don't know where this stuff is coming from. We're not going to sit here and do that. We're not going to sit here and pretend like we don't know where this stuff is coming from and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah. Every corner, there's a church and a liquor store. They don't want you to smoke marijuana, which is natural, not a drug, no addictive property, spawns from the earth, federal crime, illegal. Not federal illegal. You know what I'm saying? But there's a liquor store on every corner. A proven drug, a proven inebriator, a proven bad decision maker. Okay? Proven. Go to any store and buy cigarettes right now. Oh, they put up a disclaimer, you know what I'm saying, that basically you shouldn't smoke cigarettes at all. It this, that, and the third. People have been smoking cigarettes for so goddamn long. Plus it have addictive properties. It's a real drug. You think they care about those disclaimers? Would you care about those disclaimers if you were addicted to something like H and you were having bad withdrawals? Why would you care? You're not in your right state of mind. I don't drink. I've partaken in drinking. I do not drink. I haven't had a single alcoholic beverage, man, since the year 2016, I think, sometime in there, around there. Like, nah. I'm just not going to sit here and pretend. All the pretending is done. I've been saying this for years. I mean, literal years. We need to draw a line. I've said it in comment sections in people's videos that I respect. We need to draw a line. I'm a good black person. I don't stand with all black people. I stand with good black people. Short, sweet, simple, plain. I don't stand with all black people. I stand with good black people. We all lived a hard life. I've never been in the back of a squad car. I've never been in fear of being incarcerated. Whether I was in the right, the wrong, it would have been completely falsely imprisoned. I've never been in fear of it. Ever. Let's stop pretending. I'm seeing what seems to be some good black people online. They fighting for truth. They're fighting for exposure. They're fighting to fight back against what's actively programming all of you to be horrible. I tell people, and I've told people this for years as well, you have to actively fight back. You got to actively fight back. So, in some of the talks I'll do, I will actively be telling you what to do. The same way that the government actively tells you what to do. I will be telling you what to do. I'm not your father. I'm not your president. I'm a compatriot. You know, to my people anyway, for damn sure. At least the good ones. I can't speak to everybody. I don't have nothing good to say to none of y'all anyway. I'm not speaking to y'all. I have nothing good to say to y'all. I have nothing good to say to y'all whatsoever. I'm a real black man. I don't draw a distinction. The same way your people did not draw a distinction. I don't draw a distinction. Too many innocent black people lives have been taken, and this goes back hundreds of years, and it's still happening to this very day. I don't draw a distinction. I don't draw a distinction. I really don't. The same way that you guys would like to have promoted for decades. All black people are bad. Look at what they do. Look at these small numbers of individuals on TV committing these crimes that they are being manipulated to do. You were born into a racist society in a place you built. You won the war for. You created all this innovative things, AC, and so much more. I'm trying to tell you, it gets to the point where I just be like, nobody else did nothing. They ain't do nothing. I get to that point. Because everything that you've done was built off a blueprint of us. That's the way I feel. So you ain't do nothing. It's a lot harder to come up with the thought and to create it from nothing than to see that it's been created, have a whole blueprint as to how to do it, and do it. So I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm not talking to any other ethnicity. I'm not. The black community has far too many problems because a significant portion of us are predators. You're predators. I know it, so I'm telling everybody. From all the people that I've heard talk, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I didn't even know Kevin Samuels was. I didn't even know who Kevin Samuels was. Just plain as I didn't even know who he was. Never seen him, never heard him, didn't know nothing about him until somebody close to me told me about Kevin Samuels. They like, man, you be saying a whole lot of stuff that, Kevin Samuels kind of be saying and stuff like that, but he's nowhere near as raw as you. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I checked him out and I'm like, yeah, no, he's nowhere near as raw as me. Somebody, anybody. If I have a platform that's comparable to Kevin Samuels, he'd probably still be here right now. Because I could have took a whole lot of that stress off of his goddamn body, off his heart. I'm not gonna be nice. I watched some of his stuff and was like, nah, he being way too nice. Way too nice. There's nothing to be nice for. You know how long? What's crazy is that a person, they will tell you, oh, well, it started with the men first and then the women did that and the third. In the black community in America, it started with slavery. That's what it started with. Okay? That's what it started with. Who's abusing who more? Black men abusing black women more, or black women abusing black men more? I don't care. Swallow that pill. I don't care who's abusing who more, because I got evidence and proof that both sides are doing it to both sides. So who cares about who's doing it more? You know how long it's been pushed in society that women don't really commit crimes like that. Women aren't really doing this type of stuff. I tell people, and this is something else I've said for years. Those with societal immunity are the ones committing all these fucking crimes. Women are not looked at for things like molestation, sexual penetrations, violations. You're not looked at really for stuff like that. So of course you're doing it. Why do you think a lot of little boys grew up in the black community messed up? You grew up without a dad and grew up abused. That's for the little girls too. When are y'all gonna start looking at yourselves in the mirror? I can look myself in the eyes in the mirror. Not shed a tear, not bat an eye, because I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know what I've done. I know what I have not done and what I will not do. My quality is through the roof. My character is pristine. Pristine. I'm just a normal dude for the most part, I guess, however you want to classify it. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not rich. So I'm just a normal person, right? Nothing wrong with that. These celebrities, black, I'm not talking about the other ones. I already know what y'all like. Okay? These black celebrities, I never trusted y'all. These black celebrities, I never trusted them. Never. Ever. You should be able to perceive what's right in front of your own eyes. It took for the last couple of years for people to even really start remotely saying things that I'm seeing online. Saying things even remotely close to the things that I've already been saying. Already been saying this stuff. Why don't I have videos out there? I don't have all that stuff, man. I ain't got all that. You got a whole computer and a dual monitor screen set up, and I don't got that, man. I ain't got that. All right? I can't make the super nice videos with the editing and the people go be, oh yeah, I'm trying to. I can't do that right now. I can't do it. All right? This right here, though, is more than enough. It don't need to be edited. It needs to be raw. It needs to be real. You don't have to watch every second of it. Skip through. You don't have to watch it at all. I don't care. It's going to be out there for anybody who really needs to know what the hell's going on, what the real problems has been in the black community. Come holler at me. Come watch this video. Come follow Lowdown the King. I can't, for the life of me, I know for a fact the world is mostly filled with bad people. I know it for a fact. Please, anybody, you want to debate? Debate with yourself. I'm not going to debate with you. I know it for a fact. If you're killing all these supposed would-be heroes, killing all these good people that's just minding their own business, the world is mostly filled with bad. The bad is like cancer. Spreads. The good gets snuffed out like the light. The darkness engulfs. Swallows that light up. That's what it's doing. It's been doing that. I know. I'm a part of the light. We losing out here. There is a war. Don't be confused. There's a war. You were born into it. Just like you were born into a system from the conception, from the very first time that you drew your breath and started crying, or you didn't start crying when you opened your eyes, or you didn't open your eyes. The first time that actual consciousness came into you, you were already being programmed. I've told people for basically my entire life, you were born into a system that is out of order. And I know it. I know it. And I'm not even going to let the next black person say that they don't know it. That's over. That's done. It's over. You don't get to say you don't know. It's like saying you didn't know that you were black, or you didn't know what it means to be a black person. You're supposed to know these things. Nobody should need to hold your hand as a black person, because we are more capable than everybody else, smarter than everybody else, okay? Have more brain power than everybody else. Nobody should have to hold your hand. It's crazy. It is insane how low some of you have fallen. It's insane. It's disgusting. It's shameful. And the audacity for so many of these exact people that I'm talking about, bad black people, working against black people, sabotaging black people, deleting black people, preying on black people. You see their faces every day. Every single day. You might see these faces in your own house. You might see these faces in your own community. At school, at work, on a trip. So many of y'all. Call me a liar. Call me a liar. There's so many of y'all. I know it for a fact. I seen a video. I don't know from what channel. I don't even remember exactly what the video title said. But it basically came down to, are we going to continue blaming every single body else for our circumstances? Yes, we are. But we're gonna also and need to also blame those who are complicit as black people. Period. Period. You deserve blame. So we're going to continue to shame you and blame you. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Because it's not just about what your supposed ancestors did. It's about what you're still doing today. You're just as guilty as them. What are you talking about? These bad black people that's amongst our community, spreading like cancers, out here preying on other black people, the youth, that people proclaim to love so much. Oh, we got to protect the kids. We love the kids. Stop with the cap. Y'all disgust me with y'all lies. How do you see an old, disgusting white man in the position of a powerful religious figure and sit a little kid on his lap, a little boy, stick his tongue down his little boy's mouth? People have lost their lives for nothing. I don't have to say the next couple of, I ain't got to say the next line. You know what followed. You know what follows. So you can't convince me evil don't thrive. You can't convince me most of the world is not full of bad people. Yes, it is. I won't debate with you. I'm not a politician. I'm not going to politic with you. I ain't doing none of that. None of it. None of it. Y'all, so many people y'all irritate me. Y'all get on my nerves. With how lost y'all are. It's legitimately crazy that you can't trust a single black politician probably ever anymore. Like I said, rest in peace. He gone. The councilman, he passed. He's passed. When you look at these other people, just like he said, and it's true, when you look at these people, They don't really even look black. They don't even really look black. There's a lot of terms you could put it in. You're unbelievably ugly. You're unbelievably weird looking. Who voted for you? Who's your family? Where'd you come from? There's a whole lot of ways to put it. A lot of ways to put it. Some of these people, I swear, I'm like, yo, how'd you even get to where you got to? How? You know what's funny? The world is so hypocritical. I was in the military, retired with honors. Okay? They tell you in the military, perception is everything. In layman's terms, lies rule the military. Perception is everything. What you perceive doesn't make it real, doesn't make it true, doesn't make it just, doesn't make it honest. Trust me. I know. Perception is not everything. If perception was everything, I feel like it would be long overdue to enact something that's our right to do. You know, my whole life, I've never imagined myself living a full life, ever. Still to this day, I do not imagine myself living to 70 something, 80 something, 90 something. I'll be blown away if I make it to 50. Absolutely floored. It had nothing to do with joining a gang. It had nothing to do with going to prison. It had nothing to do with just being caught outside late at night and something horrific happening just because I'm black. It had everything to do with what I know needs to be done. Actions are needed. They're needed. Words are needed. They're powerful. Okay? I'm saying all this stuff not because I want to. I don't want to have to say this stuff. I genuinely do not want to have to say this stuff. But I have to. Because it needs to be said. And I haven't heard a single black person at all. The entire time I've been online, on social media, on YouTube, over the course of my entire life, I've never, ever heard it. Never heard y'all talk like this. I've never heard y'all say these things. And a part of the reason is because y'all went down a career path where you can't really say this stuff. So I'm trying to do my part. I know what's wrong with the world. I know what's wrong with black people. I know what's wrong. In totality. I would be a better president than Biden and Trump and Obama and Bush and Clinton and whoever else. First off, you got to actually care and not be up there pretending like you care. You shouldn't even be allowed to be the president at all. You should have to take a lie detector test at every single stage. After the stuff that you said that what you were going to do and all of that. All of it. It's crazy. With all the fallacy that real changes have not been enacted. That's how I know that y'all full of it. That's how I know. Nobody sees something that's not working and says, just let it keep not working. We should have did something a long time ago. I don't gotta say when. Every black person should know when. We should have did something a long time ago. The biggest handicapped people in the world, black people. The best people in the world, black people. We have a lot of low-hanging fruit nowadays. That was systematically created. We have been targeted for at least the last couple of hundreds of years, at the least. I woke up today and just said, you know what? I've been saying that I'm gonna say something. I'm a put it out there. Today was the day. Today was the day. Black Diaspora News Channel. I need y'all to get it out there. Dr. Rashard Ritchie. I need you to get it out there. Willie D Live. Get it out there. I see people get pushed every day for talking bullshit. Made up stuff. I see people receive money every day off of lies. Then they show you that they were lying when they don't spend that money in any type of regards to what they said they were going to do with it or nothing like that. I'll tell you right now, one of the reasons why a lot of good people live horrible. We don't like to ask people for stuff. Because our whole lives, we had to get it on our own. We understood that. You live or you not on your own. You succeed or you fail on your own. I'm trying to tell you, man. You get to this point where when you are really conscious, I mean really, really conscious, no bias, none of that. I have no bias in me. Okay? No favorite sports team, no favorite artist, no favorite music, no favorite celebrity. I don't have none of that. None of it. I don't respect these liars. I don't respect these non-leaders in leadership positions. I don't respect these people. And you shouldn't either. How do you give respect and praise to somebody that only wants it because it thickens their wallet? Most of these people have never even put a video together that was outside of a legitimate interview. They never put a personal video together just to thank people that got them to where they are today. Because they feel like you didn't assist them. The reason why I'm so different, I don't feed into the lies. I don't feed into the lies. Okay? I don't do that. And I don't follow what they want you to follow since birth. I don't do that. I be living way worse. Way worse. When I already should be living way better on GP. if I believe the stuff that they want you to believe. I spend all my money on alcohol and cigarettes or backwoods, and commit crimes and be ignorant and play myself. You don't really get to redo this, you know, as far as we know. And if we ever find out that you legitimately do, it's going to bring back up the whole topic of these black people that don't even really seem like they're black in the first place. The world is a dark, scary, divided, compartmentalized place. Just for putting out a video like this, I could be just like that. That's how it works. But I'm real. I'm true to this. Somebody come for me, catch me while I'm asleep, or it's going to be a whole lot of commotion. I ain't soft out here. So we need to clean things up. We need to clean things up. This is going to be a part right here where I start telling you what you should do. Stop drinking alcohol. I'm not even going to tell you, oh, you know, you can have a little, you know, and not too much of a bad thing is, you know, or too much of a thing is a bad. Stop drinking alcohol. Y'all so foolish. Y'all learn nothing from history. Y'all learn nothing from other people's plights. You learn nothing from your own ancestors. Nothing from your own lives. Stop drinking. Simple. Stop smoking cigarettes. Simple. Get out of church. Okay? And get involved in your own livelihood. Your kids' livelihood. Your spouse's livelihood. You spend all this money and all this time wasting, lying, and being lied to in church. Just to turn around and be one of the world's worst hypocrites. Talk about how you love this, that, and that, just that, and the third. Why is there so many abused black, now grown adults and current kids and long since deceased people in our communities? Because the same thing continues on and on and on. If all you know is love at home, you don't go to school desensitized. When you've been being abused at home, you can be desensitized to that stuff already. On top of the fact that you're going to be acting out in some way, shape, or form regardless. It's all psychology anyway. This type of stuff has been long since studied anyway. They'll tell you a black kid in school messing up is he a degenerate and this, that, and the third. They don't say, well, he come from a low-income community, a one-parent household, don't eat well, don't sleep well, don't have the most clothes, don't have comfortable things. He's a kid and he's living hard. And it's all he's ever known. They want to see you fail so they can just lock you up. Because they do profit off of that financially. But when it's one of their own, it's, oh, this person needs counseling, therapy. Oh, they got mental health issues. Oh, that. What happened to your people for you to have mental health issues? It's not a serious question. It's rhetorical. I don't care. It ain't comparable. And it's historic. We all know it. I don't care. Oh, well, we were also enslaved, and where we were from, by who? It wasn't by us. But a portion of your people came here to partake in the mistreating and abuse and deletions of black people. I don't care what your people went through. The same way your people don't care what my people went through. The difference is only one of us really has a ground footing to stand on. Everywhere you look, there's a closet racist. But you want to tell me that we should care? We've done nothing but care. This doesn't come from a place of not caring. This comes from a place of the pinnacle of caring. I care so much. It's long overdue. This stuff is long overdue. It needs to be said, and there's things that need to happen. The election coming up, people are, oh, don't vote for this person, don't vote for this person. If we don't vote for nobody, somebody's going to win regardless. And we're not going to be happy with the decision regardless. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Like,